Hello, friends. I think we're working. So, welcome. Today, we're going to do some easy watercoloring with some Distress Watercolors. I just wanted something easy and fun. So, that's what we're going to do. Before we get started, I have been reorganizing my craft room and I'm about halfway through. I will show you, I'm building some shelves right now. Kind of intense. You can kind of see, uh, I'm going to put all my markers and stamps and stuff in there. Um, and then I'm going to paint them as well. So I have three that I'm making. I have one almost all the way built, and then a second one in progress, and a third one I'm having trouble with. So and then you can see here on the bottom the three different colors I'm thinking of. I'm probably going to go with the middle one, which is kind of the most boring color, but everything else is really colorful, so I kind of want that to fade into the background, is my thought. Um, we can go ahead. Oh, and today we're doing something kind of cozy and easy on Sunday, which the time may change. I have it at noon, which is when I want to start doing my lives, but I may move it later in the day, um, just for personal reasons. But that we're going to take a look at the We Are Makers Stamp Forge and make some of our own stamps. I have some designs already designed, and I'm going to go ahead and get a few stamps made, and then maybe we'll make one and then stamp with them and kind of see see how it goes. I'm planning on doing some experimenting on maybe Friday night or Saturday. Um, and we'll have a lot of fun on Sunday making those. So I'm really excited. I hope y'all join me. Let's go ahead and get started. I did already, let me move my chair. I did already stamp and emboss a few designs. So you can kind of see that one. It's the pearl embossing powder and it's cupcakes. I thought it was so cute. And I believe I have the die that cuts along the edge. So I don't know what I'll do with this, but I thought it'd be cute. I also have similarly those cups that you see on the corner that I painted previously, but I have them twice on the edge. A very beautiful butterfly. Ooh, fancy. Another butterfly that I accidentally painted white, but that might be cool. Could do something fun. And then two different ladies. These are tonic stamps I just got. So all of them are fun. Why don't we go with something I don't mind messing up, but could look really cool. So we'll go with this white butterfly. As we get in, I have a few not pencils, brushes. And I have all of the Distress watercolor pencils, all of them. And I've gone through and organized them by color instead of the order that they were in originally in the tins because I like it via the rainbow. And overall, I really love the Distress watercolor pencils. So if I start griping, just know overall I really like them. Would recommend them as a great watercolor medium. Definitely a very easy way to get started in watercolor. So definitely, but gives you really good results. Definitely take that to heart. The one thing that does kill me is they have one one pencil that doesn't fit in their 6 tins. They have 6 perfect tins and one extra color, and it kills me. I really feel like they should have thought about that. It kills me because how are you supposed to store it? Kills me. Um I will stop because I'll spend 30 minutes just complaining about that. But uh, why they wouldn't have thought about that and come up with a better solution. Because basically now you have to come up with your own solution, and you have all these tins that are perfect except for the fact that you can't use them because they're missing the space for one pencil. So, why don't let's go big and bold. I'm thinking, let's try this abandoned coral. I haven't used some of the new colors, so we might have to just get them started. Now, you can color directly onto the paper and then use some water to pull the color out. But I personally like to just keep it in my hand and drag it onto the paper that way. That is just how I paint, but of course, you can paint however you want. I hope everybody's summer has been going really well. It has been very hot here, which I've been enjoying, but at the same time, I'm excited about fall. Let's see. There we go. Let's add some color over here. Now, on top of Distress Watercolors, I like a lot of other Distress products, and one of my favorite is the Distress Oxide, either in the ink pad or in the spray bottle. And one of my all-time favorite techniques ever, just of any product ever, is using either of those products on some of that glossy cardstock that Ranger used to have. I think that they stopped making it. I keep looking and trying to find it, and they just don't have it anymore. I guess they just didn't sell enough, and so they kind of took it off, which was upsetting. There we go. But it has been a fun summer. My family and I did an Alaska cruise, so that was something. Alaska is a really cool place. Oh, there we go. Made a big spill, and I'm thinking I kind of want to keep that area clear, so we'll just go like that and dab it up and take everything off. I think if I went to Alaska again, which I definitely would be willing to do, I would want to go not on a cruise. Now, going to Alaska on the cruise was really cool, but it's a lot of time on the cruise and not a lot of time in Alaska. You see some really amazing, beautiful sights, but I did kind of miss the being off the boat. So that would be my only thought on that one. And then my sister came with her daughter just a few weeks later, or like a week later, and spent 2 weeks out here, and that was really fun. And we went to Branson, which, if you know, you know, apparently, it's like it's kind of like Orlando with um, Disney, or it has a theme park called Silver Dollar City, and then the rest of the place is just very tourismy, which is fine. Um, I've always wanted to go because my whole life, like, aunts and uncles and cousins would go, and they'd have so much fun, and um, never lived close enough where we really went, and so finally I convinced some people to go with me, and we went and had a good time. Um, so, but I did get our hotel on, or not hotel. I did the Airbnb thing. I usually do hotels, um, just because you kind of know what the quality is going to be, and I worry about that with with the Airbnb, and just and so I usually go hotels, which is fine, but I couldn't find a good hotel, so went and tried Airbnb, and I apparently picked one. I had no idea, and I think they purposely did it where you don't really realize it. But it was one of those resorts where they're trying to get you to do, oh, timeshares. Oh my gosh. And the whole check-in process was just a nightmare. So that was a huge annoyance. And now, since they have my number, they call me like once a day. So I need to just block their number, I think is what I'm going to have to do. Um, Even after I gave a horrible review on their, like, how did your visit go? I'm like, terrible because of this one experience. Otherwise, it was great. If if I didn't have that experience, I would definitely recommend that place to anybody, but I just had such a bad experience in the check-in process that I would say don't go. It's not worth it. Um, and I put that in there in my review. And it's not like the online everybody sees review either. It's like the one with the company. And still, they're like, oh, we want you at our resort more. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you want more of my money. And I'm sure you want me to do a timeshare. I have no interest. Please leave me alone. So, you know, fun. Otherwise, Branson was cool. Let's see. And then I got home and work kind of went crazy, which happens. Oh, that is looking so cool. Oh, I like that. Okay. Um, so I've been busy with work, and then my house was super disorganized. It wasn't so much dirty, but just very unorganized, just everything everywhere, not in its place. So I spent like a week, 2 weeks organizing my house. The only thing that's left is this craft room. And really, it's because I needed those shelves. And I think that will solve a lot of my problems. We're going to hope after all that work. It should have taken me like a weekend or two to make those shelves. And it's taken me like 3 weeks because I hate woodworking. And I thought maybe I wouldn't hate it so much, but because I did a semester in middle school of woodworking and I hated it then. And I said, you know what? I'm older. I have more patience. I so everything will be great. This will be fine. And I still hate it, if not hating it even more. Now you might think, Lisa, you could just get, someone else to build you these. And that sounds great. But when I checked that out, it was going to be $2,000. I was like, over $2,000 to have some simple shelves made. I was like, no, I can do that. I can build those shelves, which I can. And I am building them. To be fair to myself, I am in the process of actively working on them. And they will get done at some point. It just, it may kill me. It may kill me to get them done. Why don't we add just a little bit of blue kind of popping up over here? Okay. Oh, that is really fun. I'm liking our little butterfly here. Okay. Then the one thing I do like to do, and I'd recommend this on any watercolor, is leaving it in the open to dry because the there's pigment and then there's a binder that holds the pigment together. A lot of times the binding is like some kind of sucrose or sugar type binding, and that can create mold. So you want to let the watercolor dry out so that it doesn't get moldy. Some really high quality watercolor will use honey as a binder, but I'm guessing to get it where it's strong enough to be in one of these pencil formats that they're not actually using honey as the binder in this case. Okay, so what next color should we do? We could definitely do a purple. I think that'll kind of wrap together the coral and the blue, kind of the tealy blue. It'll be a nice middle color that won't create mud. So we use this wilted violet, which I also think is a new color that I haven't used before. So originally, half the colors came out, or just under half the colors came out in the first three tins, and then they did another three tins, which are newish. I think they're a couple months old, but I got mine a couple months after they came out, and then was another like month or two before now when I've actually started to use them. But I am loving them. How fun. And I just love his shades of colors. He has so many wonderful colors. He did one, Tim Holtz did once again say with his last color that came out, that Scorched Timber was his last new color. The line was complete. But I feel like he said that like 4 years ago also. So pretty sure that's not a definite. If they can make money doing more colors, I think they will. Personal opinion. I do really like the